Hello everyone! Today we'll have a new lesson about keyboard finger position part 1. In these discussions, we have part 1 and part 2. The part 1 consists of lessons 1 up to lesson 13. Then the part 2 will have the lesson 14 up to lesson 25. So here are the list of lessons for the keyboard finger position part 1. Lesson 1, learn the home keys. Lesson 2, review the home keys. Lesson 3, learn E and H. Lesson 4, learn R and I. Lesson 5, review E, H, R and I. Lesson 6, learn T and O. Lesson 7, learn G and N. Lesson 8, learn left shift and period. Lesson 9, review left shift T, O, G, N, and period. Lesson 10, learn C and U. Lesson 11, learn W and right shift. Lesson 12, learn X and M. And lesson 13, review C, U, W, X, M, and right shift. For the lesson 1, learn the home keys. Learn and practice. Begin keying by placing your fingers on the 8 keys, called the home keys, such as A, S, D, F, J, K, L, and semicolon as shown. The semicolon is typically used between two independent clauses in a sentence. In a sentence, key one space after a semicolon. Here is the keyboarding tip. On semicolon and colon, only the semicolon is colored. This is because the key is used for two different characters. In this lesson, you learn how to key the semicolon. In a later lesson, you will learn how to key a colon. Let's learn and practice. The index finger of your left hand should rest on F. Your second and third fingers rest on D and S. And the little finger of your left hand rests on second and third fingers rest on A. For your right hand, your index finger should rest on J, your second and third fingers rest on K and L, and your little finger rests on your second and third finger rests on colon and semicolon. From now on, the finger you use to press a key will be named for its home key letter. For example, your left little finger is the A finger. Your right index finger is the J finger. From the home keys, you can reach all the other keys on the keyboard. The keyboard diagram shows which home key finger is used for each key. For example, you use the D finger to key all the keys in the band of green on the left. You use the L finger to key all the keys in the band of red on the right, and so on. When any finger is not actually pressing a key, you should keep it resting lightly on its home key. The row of keys containing the home keys is called the home row. The row below the home row is the first row. The row above the home row is the third row. Let's learn and practice the spacebar. Notice that on the keyboard diagram, the keys you have learned are darker and tinted with their background color. Now, locate the spacebar on the diagram. You use the spacebar to insert spaces between letters and words. You press it by using the thumb of your writing hand. That is the hand you use for writing. You do not use the thumb of your other hand. Key the home key letters, inserting a space after each letter by pressing the space bar quickly and lightly. Drill lines are numbered. Do not key the green numbers. So it includes A, S, D, F, J, K, L, and semicolon. Let's learn and practice enter. You do not have to wait for a text line to be full before starting a new line. Pressing the enter key starts a new line of text whenever you need one. You press enter by using the colon or semicolon finger. Try to keep the J finger on its home key when you press enter. Now, press enter to start a new line. Key each of the lines below twice. Press enter after each line. Let's proceed to learn and practice double space. You can add a blank line between lines of text by pressing enter twice. This is how you double space text. Two consecutive enters are sometimes referred to as a double line space. Key a line of text. Press enter and then key it again. After you key a line the second time, press enter twice before keying a new line. Using this method, key each line twice and double space after each pair of lines. Here's the technique tip. Begin with your fingers curled and lightly touching the home keys. And make sure your back is straight or tilted slightly forward from the hips. Let's discuss lesson 2, which is the review the home keys. The keyboard shows the keys you have learned so far. This lesson focuses on the keys highlighted in dark blue. For the warm-up, key each line twice. Double space after each pair of lines. Remember, that means pressing enter after you key the line the first time and pressing enter twice after you key the line the second time. For the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Example, for the left hand, focus. Next practice, for the right hand, focus. Additional practice is the home keys. Technique tip: concentrate on pressing the correct keys. Read silently letter by letter as you key. In this warm-up, do not focus on your speed. About the breaking bad habits, do not hammer your fingers on the keyboard. Strike keys with a light tap. Now we can proceed to lesson 3 to learn E and H. For the warm-up, key each line twice. Double space after each pair of lines. Do not look at the keyboard when you are keying. Another learnings: reach your D finger up and slightly left when you key E. Keep your A and S fingers anchored on their home keys. Reach your J finger directly left to key H. Keep the other right hand fingers anchored on their home keys. Let's practice. Key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. For example, practice E. Next, practice H. Then practice both E and H. The keyboarding tip: press enter at the end of every line unless you are told specifically to use word wrap. From this point on, the enter symbol is not shown. Let's discuss the lesson 4. Learn R and I. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Concentrate on pressing the correct key each time. Now, reach your F finger up and slightly lengthen your key R. Keep the other left hand fingers anchored on their home keys. Reach your K finger up and slightly left to key I. Keep the other right hand fingers anchored on their home keys. Let's practice. Key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. First, practice R. Then practice I. And practice both the R and I. Technique tip: adjust your chair and keyboard so your elbows bend at right angles. Let's proceed to the lesson 5. Review E, H, R, and I. To review, the keyboard shows the keys you have learned so far. This lesson focuses on the keys highlighted in dark blue. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Let's practice. Key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. First, practice E and H. Practice R and I. Practice E, H, R, and I. Breaking bad habits: do not look at the keyboard. Keep your eyes on the screen or on your work. Let's talk about the lesson 6. Learn T and O. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Keep your fingers anchored on the home keys. Reach your F finger up and right to key T. Keep your A, S, and D fingers anchored on their home keys. Reach your L finger up and slightly left to key O. Keep the other fingers of your right hand anchored on their home keys. For the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Practice T. Practice O. Practice O and T. Breaking bad habits: do not rest your hands or arms on any support. Keep your hands over the keyboard as you key. Let's proceed to Lesson 7. Learn G and End. For the warm-up, key each line twice. Double space after each pair of lines. Keep your wrist and fingers relaxed. Reach your F finger directly right to key G. Keep the other fingers of your left hand anchored on your home keys. Reach your J finger down and left to key N. Keep the other fingers at your right hand anchored on their home keys. To do the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Practice G. Practice N. Practice N and G. Technique tip: when keying, hold your head straight without tilting it forward or backward. Let's discuss Lesson 8. Learn lift, shift, and period. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Keep your fingers curved. Reach your A finger down and left to press the left shift key. With left shift press, you can strike any right hand key. Then, release left shift. Reach your L finger down and slightly right to key period. Keep your J finger on its home key. To practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Let's do the practice left shift. Practice period. Practice left shift and period. Breaking bad habits. Do not slouch. Sit up straight with your feet flat and supported. Let's proceed to Lesson 9. Review left shift, T, O, G, N, and period. The keyboard shows the keys you have learned so far. This lesson focuses on the keys highlighted in dark blue. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Concentrate on pressing the correct key each time. To do the practice, key each line once, double space after each group of lines. Practice T and O. Practice G and N. Practice left shift and period. Practice T, O, G, N, left shift and period. Technique tip: center your body on J about a hand's length from the keyboard, directly in front of your monitor. Let's proceed to the Lesson 10. Learn C and U. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Strike the keys with a light tap. Reach down slightly right with your D finger to key C. Keep the A and S fingers anchored on your home keys. Reach up and slightly left with your J finger to key U. Keep the K, L, and semicolon fingers anchored on your home keys. To do the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Practice C. Practice U. Practice C and U. Technique tip: hold your head up and relax your neck. Let's talk about Lesson 11. Learn W and write Shift. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Keep your arms to close your sides but free to move. Reach up and slightly left with your S finger to key W. Keep your F and D fingers anchored on your home keys. Reach your semicolon finger down and right to press the right Shift key. Keep your J and finger down and right to press the right K fingers anchored on your home keys. With right Shift pressed, you can strike any left-hand key, then release right Shift. To do the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Practice W. Practice right Shift. Practice W and right Shift. Technique tip: remember to use the right Shift key for left-hand capital letters and the left Shift key for right-hand capital letters. Let's talk about Lesson 12. Learn X and M. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Keep your wrist relaxed. Reach down and slightly right with your S finger to key X. As you make the reach, keep your F finger anchored on its home key. Reach down and slightly right with your J finger to key M. Keep your K, L, and semicolon fingers anchored on your home keys. To do the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Practice X. Practice M. Practice X and M. Technique tip: keep your shoulders down. And for the last lesson, in the keyboard finger position part 1, which is the lesson 13, review C, U, W, X, M, and right Shift. The keyboard shows the keys you have learned so far. This lesson focuses on the keys highlighted in dark blue. For the warm-up, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. To do the practice, key each line twice, double space after each pair of lines. Practice C and U. Practice W and right shift. Practice X and M. Practice C, U, W, right shift, X, and M. Technique tip: key by using the correct reach. Other fingers should remain in their home position. That's all the discussions about the keyboard finger position part 1 from lesson 1 to lesson 13. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.